Runk.
Oh boy, episode 119. Is that right or what? I know.
Insecure.
No, I know, but I'm saying. And then also, so that's what it is. Yay. And then also, we've got more Lifeline lives coming up. They should be on my website right now, but we'll see. We're going to do one in Oxnard and one in Brea.
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
Yep.
So that's Southern California, so be sure to get your tickets to that. I don't know if they're up yet, but they might be, so go to my website. Anyway, and you can watch those at patreon.com/Lifeline Luxury. So that's what's up.
Last one sold out. You best get in there when they go up.
Yeah.
We're basically the same quickness of sellout as Taylor Swift, so you better get in there.
Yeah, that might be a bit of an overstatement.
Or Billie Eilish in that ballpark.
It might be a bit of an overstatement, but anyway, that's what's happening.
Robot.
It's all right. Dallas, Wichita, and Memphis. That's where I'll be next. So go there. And San Diego. Oh yes. Oh wait, no, that would be done already. Oxnard, California. I'll be there as well on my lonesome. Beaumont, Texas. McAllen, Texas. Peterborough, Ontario. Sudbury, someplace called that.
Sudbury? Where the hell's that?
Thunder Bay. Anyway, that's where I'll be. Go to chrislea.com. Get those tickets.
Making places up. Go subscribe to my solo podcast, The Private Record. That's
not something to be like
and
checking off in a box.
You want to go on that one. And obviously, if you want to be on this show, go to the description below or just go to watchlifeline.com. You could also just go to the hotline. If you don't want to show your face, go You want a one-on-one session with me, go to mattdelia.com.
Matt.
And of course, get the Lifeline merch at lifelinemerch.com. And
yeah, okay. I mean, you did that 8 times.
So it's all settled now.
All right. So anyway, subscribe to our channel. And that's, it's just subscribe to our channel and all that.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
Did the channel recently break 600,000 or was that?
Yeah.
It did, right?
Yeah. Maybe
That's
a few months ago, I think. I don't know. Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah. And I haven't seen you well, have I seen you? No.
Nope.
I just got back. And let me tell you so.
Wow.
And I'm yawning because of the jet lag. Fine, whatever. But
someone tell me what jet lag is.
Okay, so it's basically when you're on a plane for amounts of time that break up your circadian rhythm when you sleep. Smart.
No, I mean, I've never known.
No. I'm smart. I'm saying.
I understand. That's what you meant because you couldn't have meant anything else. And I knew that because smart.
Okay.
But I don't, it's not that I don't, obviously, I'm not one of these asshats who's like, I don't believe in this.
No, I'm the same way.
But it just has never really happened to me.
Same.
I've been exhausted from a long, terrible flight.
But I
adjust like that to the new time zone.
So let me tell you what I struggle with is what's the difference between being tired and jet lag.
Thank you.
Like you're just like it's like one of those things that's almost so obvious. If you all of a sudden switch your schedules, you shouldn't have to call it something.
It's why I get confused.
Yes. Do you agree with me?
I completely agree.
Yeah. So that's the thing. It's like, of course, if you want to call it jet lag, yes, I guess that's what I am, but we shouldn't even have a term for it. I completely agree. Like my whole sleep went from daytime to nighttime, nighttime to daytime immediately.
Yeah.
So if that happened and I didn't get on a jet, it would also fuck me up.
Yeah.
So is that jet lag?
No, well, no, because it was no, but that's you're illustrating why I understand what you're doing. You're illustrating why it's stupid. And when I have a pen in my hand like this, I'm more serious, and my points are even better. And I do it like this because I'm going to get into politics.
Fine.
And so when people watch this show, they're going to go back and watch all 119 episodes and see my progression into a politician.
All right, fine.
And
No, what, Maka? You want to say something?
What's wrong with?
Here we go.
Oh man,
what's wrong with having a specific term for something?
Like no. But you're slightly missing his point. Nothing is wrong with having.
Nothing's wrong with it.
But it's like this. Here's jet lag. Here's being tired. It's like they're so
It's just
similar.
kind of the same thing.
So it's just, instead of walking in a room and saying, I'm tired because I was traveling, you just have jet lag.
Is that what? No, there we go. Then is that what that means?
Yes. I'm tired.
because of traveling.
Then that answers my question. Because
exactly
I
what
actually
it is.
didn't know really what it meant because people
But if
say
you
it all the
look
time.
up
And I'm like,
jet
what do
lag,
you mean?
it doesn't say tired from traveling.
does
It
it-
says
well,
what
tired
I
of
said
traveling
about.
across several time zones, and that all of that is
Okay,
implied
so
in that.
all it means is tired from traveling. I'm
Look it
jet
up.
lagged.
Across several time zones.
Because
Okay.
I'm with you. I don't think that's what the definition
No, I
technically
thought
is.
it-
If it is, then I'm all good. Everything's
Yeah,
good.
same.
And vote
I
for
never
me.
heard it that way.
And vote for me.
So if I fly to Sacramento from here, I can be jet lagged.
no.
No.
I'm tired from
There's
from
also,
flying.
by the way, it's a different kind of tired. It's
Now we're getting
So
to
now
the
we're getting to
nitty-gritty.
the thing that starts to piss me off, though.
Now we're getting into the nitty gritty nuts and bolts.
But no,
nooks and crannies.
It's a different kind of tired because you just changed your whole schedule, not because of a jet. You understand what I'm
yes,
saying?
it is because of a jet, and therefore it's perfectly reasonable and great that it has its own fucking
Great.
term.
I don't know, man. I've always had a problem with this, and so I use the term because I don't want to be one of those dickheads that's like not using a term that is
know.
just everyone uses.
You're in a real predicament because you don't want to be the dickhead that doesn't use the
Yeah.
term just because you don't want to use the term.
Like,
Those people suck too.
when I got
I
got to
genuinely don't get it.
Yeah, when I got to Australia, the first day was fine. The second day was horrible. And I couldn't sleep that night.
Okay.
And
That
had nothing to do with a jet high.
It sounds like jet lag though, doesn't it?
but it had nothing to do with a jet. It just had to do with the fact that my schedule changed. And the reason why my schedule changed is because I got on a jet. But if I got on a really fast train, would it be train lag?
No, because it's about the distance you travel in the time zones.
So if I got on a train as fast as a plane,
Those don't exist, and also
will.
trains can't go across continents, across oceans.
I understand, but they will.
Okay,
And so
man.
that's going to be train lag, or is it still going to be jet lag? That's my point.
No, because a train won't go as fast. You're saying
They will.
there will be a train that goes, say, to Beijing
Yeah.
as fast as a plane?
Yeah, one day, bro. We didn't have iPhones 12 years ago.
Okay. That's not a point. That's not
20
even a
years ago.
point. Because
We didn't have Magic Mind. And now I can take
plug in
Magic Mind
a commercial. The whole
and get a
thing was
sharp
Magic
mind whenever I
commercial.
want, dude. Like this. Like, look. What jet lag seems so weird. Check it out.
Say uveche.
Oh, wait. Now I understand what it means, and I also don't feel jet lag.
Wow. Everybody get that.
Magic Mind. Smitch!
I play volleyball.
You didn't, you just didn't.
I just learned. Because I drank Magic Mind before you did.
Such a little brother.
Nope.
So, all right. So, yeah, I'm glad we're in the same boat. I wonder how many people feel that way about being quote unquote jet
We're going to
lag.
start a whole movement. Everyone listening to this is looking around going, yeah, you hearing this? Yeah. And pretty soon everyone's going to be walking arm in arm down the streets with signs saying, no jet lag.
I'm tired.
No jet lag.
Just tired from traveling. Just tired from traveling. Would be tired also if it was a fast train I was on. Would be tired if it was also a fast train I was on.
Yeah, that's right.
Ah, shit, man. If I could go that fast over different time zones and not on a plane, it would just be basically, maybe we'd call it lagged.
Train lagged.
No, just lagged, depending on how you got
Travel lag.
Or
It
just
should be called
lag.
travel lag.
there.
Doesn't
Tired.
get it. Doesn't
Should
get
you,
it.
you know what
the
should
way
be
you
called?
said
Tired.
that. How many days have you been back?
I got back Monday.
That's not what I asked, is it? That's not what I asked, is
Well,
it?
I'm figuring out.
That's so interesting.
So
'cause
that's
it's
what
not
I'm trying to
I
figure
asked.
out. I
Okay,
got
but-
back Monday, then it was Tuesday, and now it's Wednesday.
So anyone with a brain could
No.
have thought, "Oh, I got back Monday, so 2 days."
yeah, but
But you didn't do that. You said I got back Monday, and that's what Dad would do.
let me tell you what
That's
I was trying
Dad
to
would do,
avoid.
and it would piss
let
everybody
me
off.
tell you what I was trying to avoid.
This?
When did you get back? 2 days. Oh, so Sunday or Monday? That's what would have happened.
But here's what's interesting. Nobody in the world would have thought Sunday because that would be 3 days. Thank you.
But sometimes people are like 2 full days or 2. Do you count when you come? And you know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to avoid. I'm smart. Yes, got out of that one.
Those people are terrible, and I don't even know if they exist. But if they do,
They do exist.
They're terrible,
and you know they exist.
and you know this.
2 days over the thing. It's like, it's. Do you count the day you get there as the day? Do you count the day you get there as the day of the vacation? Yes, got out of that one.
So annoying. Wow.
But it's true. God, when I make a point and I really drive it home, it's like Barry Bonds seeing that fastball come down just the pipeline and knowing, oh, yep, another dinger.
Okay. That was an interesting analogy. I
Thank
guess
you.
I get it. It doesn't really carry any impact for me, but I get it.
And you're not a politician.
The
The worst platform.
Vote for me.
The worst platform. Dr. Seuss. All right, so
Let's start.
how you feeling?
What?
How you feeling?
Terrible. Let's
What?
start. Just cause.
Yeah.
That's life, baby.
Yeah, it is kind of life, huh? When you just feel terrible sometimes.
Terrible.
Sucks, right?
Yep, life's terrible. And start.
No, well,
Hey,
okay,
Chris and
no.
Matt, big fans. So here's the dilemma that I have. When I go to the restroom, like I'm going to the restroom to use the toilet,
Uh-huh. I get it.
I go to the bathroom and then I leave the toilet seat up. Like I leave the cover up.
Yeah, okay.
And I get really upset when someone puts the toilet down because I have this fear and phobia that I'm going to lift the toilet seat and find poop in the toilet, like
Oh.
unflushed poop.
Oh.
And I think that no matter where I go, everywhere I go, that's why like I intentionally like to leave the toilet seat up. And I'm wondering like,
Yeah.
well, I'm not wondering anything. What do you guys think about something like that? Okay, thanks.
Well, it's fine. I think when people talk about leaving the toilet seat up and down, they mean the rim. They don't mean the actual cover, right?
They don't, but she made a distinction. She's not talking about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, okay.
She's one thing, and I don't know if there's kind of a little bit of overlap. So I read once that closing the lid of the toilet and not just putting the seat down is disgusting for this reason. The person who next has to open the lid gets all the germs that gets caught in there. It doesn't get to air out. Whether you go number one or number two, it doesn't matter. When you close the lid of the toilet and then flush,
Yeah,
all
yeah,
of
yeah,
it
yeah.
goes
Well, that
boom,
makes
boom,
sense,
boom,
sure.
and it just bounces into itself. And then whoever opens up the toilet next, it's like a flood into their face of excrement of one sort or another.
Okay, so
and no
disgusting.
one wants that.
Right.
So everyone should do as this very sweet young lady
Yeah.
is saying, and don't put the lid down,
Yeah.
just the seat down.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think about it. Do you think about it?
Think about what?
If I go to the bathroom, I go to the bathroom and I flush.
If it's a
I have
unisex,
no idea if I put the lid down or not because it's not something to busy yourself thinking about.
yeah, I mean, you put the seat down because it's manners.
Or you don't because it doesn't matter.
No, it's manners because I mean, people.
The seat down.
The seat, that's what I'm saying.
But
Yeah.
no, I'm saying the lid. She's saying the lid though.
Yeah, no, the seat matters.
Sure, the seat.
The cover actually does matter. Not so much for the reason she's saying, but I get what she's saying. I get
understand.
thinking, what's going to
Yeah, I
be
get
behind door
that.
number one? Is it going
Right.
to be a big stinky donkadookie?
Yeah.
Or is it going to be whiz-waz that's a little too yellow, makes you want to vomit, right?
I mean, honestly,
Everyone, though, flush. Who are these people that are not flushing the toilet? Like, what is wrong with you? If
That is
you're
pretty
afraid
crazy.
to touch the handle, use your foot. You
Yeah.
grab paper and then put it between your fingers and the handle and flush.
Oh, that's crazy.
Whatever you got to do, just flush. Don't be a disrespectful fuck.
Okay.
And not. What is wrong with you people? Flush the toilet.
it's deeper.
It's just disgusting, dude. It's uncivilized.
No, I know.
The easiest thing to do is flush a toilet. Flush the toilet.
It's
Vote
uncivilized.
for me.
dude. It's uncivilized, and also, I've been watching House of Dragons, so I know what uncivilized is
Doesn't make any sense.
because they're not civilized. You got to admit.
I mean, I've never seen it.
Well, you seen Game
I
of
can
Thrones.
glean what-
same,
yeah,
pretty much the
okay,
same
yeah,
thing. So
yeah.
they're not civilized.
Okay.
And I watch House of Dragons, and I don't know. I'm not into fantasy shit. All right. What? Why are you watching? I was
Yeah,
on the
that's a
plane
good
and I
question.
started.
But that's not a reason to continue watching.
I mean, the flight was 12 hours. I watched 6 episodes.
But you can watch whatever you want. You don't need to keep watching.
The
It's not
other
like
stuff was worse. I already watched King versus Godzilla, Kong versus Godzilla, and also Tar
You watched Tar.
on the plane.
You watched all of Tar.
All of it on the plane. Yeah.
That is amazing thing about you watching Tar
Why?
because it's so not a thing you would ever watch.
I fucking loved it.
Good for you. Watch better stuff then. If you
I
like good
watch
stuff when you
good
watch
stuff,
it,
dude.
Look, I didn't love Tar, but that is like anyone, even if they don't like it, would agree. That's like elevated
It's
material,
elevated, yeah.
right? Or whatever.
She's
you want to call it.
amazing.
She's unbelievable in it.
She's a conductor.
The big scene that she ends up getting canceled for or
Yeah.
whatever is like that one shot thing is crazy.
Oh, in the beginning?
dude. Yeah. And it comes back to
So weird, yeah.
What's with-
I was when I was watching that, I was like, this fucking shot, and she just keeps going.
It's crazy, dude. What she can do, just it's.
Yeah.
It actually bothers me when people talk about how good actors are because it's like everybody's good at a certain point. She's like the tippy of the top.
You can do acting and be passable very easily.
Exactly. That's kind of what I mean. Yeah.
But to do what she's doing, to do what Christian Bale's doing, to do what I do on the set of Undateable, unbelievable. You know,
stupid.
Just the level of Kate Blanchett on Tar, Christian Bale in The Fighter, and Chris D'Elia in the
Can't
evil.
even think of it.
What's the evil one?
The evil one?
And Little Evil.
Oh wow. Wow.
Anyway,
I wouldn't know. I didn't even watch it.
Dick. Neither did I. Hate myself. Next one.
Nice. Whoa. She's hiding. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I
Couldn't.
found my roommate eating a burrito in the shower.
Oh.
It's kind of fucked up.
It's kind of fucked up what you're doing.
What do you think?
I think what you're doing is fucked up.
Is she
too.
deaf?
No, man. What?
What do you
kind of
think?
question is that?
Because she's the way she's talking.
eating.
I know.
Like a
deaf people have to
disgusting person.
eat. Deaf people have to eat.
No, my point isn't that. My point is she's eating, so she sounds fucked
Just
up.
because you can't hear it, I mean.
Why is she eating during a submission? That was 20 seconds. Put down the
she was
fucking
eating
burrito.
a burrito and she was talking about. She was referencing it.
But I'm
eating
pissed.
a burrito in the shower, dude. Eating anything in the shower is disgusting. Drinking something in the shower is okay.
Well, obviously, yeah.
What?
Scooby-Doo.
Why? Obviously.
Because it's drinking it. If you have a drink, it's just right outside the shower. You're thirsty, you take a sip, put it back down. That's nothing. Eating?
Whoa.
You got to grab it. You got to avoid the water. You got to take a bite. You got to chew. Then you got to swallow. Then you got to like clean your neck or something. Like, what are you doing?
Well, but I was thinking about how. You might be wrong.
About which part?
What if you have the drink in the shower?
As long as the water is not getting in it, who cares?
In the drink.
Yeah.
Because I bring coffee in the shower all the time.
With a lid on it?
That's how badass I am. Yeah, with the lid on it. No, sometimes not with the lid on it.
Doesn't water get in it? You don't care?
Then it's an Americano.
Stupid.
Yeah, pretty cool, huh?
But no, that's dumb.
I bring coffee into the shower, and sometimes it turns into an Americano, depending on how careful I am.
But
And
then what about
that's how
you get
badass I am.
soap in it?
Well, no, I mean I don't
You
use soap
could.
when I shower.
Oh. Okay, then never mind.
I do. It's like it's a joke. All right, yeah, I think eating anything in the shower is absolutely disgusting.
But let's be clear.
Burrito
Exactly.
is top-notch disgusting.
Yes, it's beyond.
So thank you for telling us top-notch disgusting behavior in the bathroom. And that's
Beyond.
I would say that's how about these people who go potty number 2 and then they forego wiping because they're going to take a shower.
That's disgusting. I think we've actually talked about that. That is utterly disgusting. Well, we talked about that. Somebody submitted an ask that, and I
Okay.
got mad at him then, and I'm going
It's
to get mad
disgusting.
now.
It's utterly disgusting.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Do you take fiber?
What?
Do you take fiber?
No.
Okay. Next one.
Hey, Chris and Matt, how you
Hey,
going?
man.
We've got a really, really important question to ask you, and we need your advices.
Great.
It's the game Paper, Scissors, Rock. So,
Well, you said it wrong.
I think it's paper, scissors, rock.
Oh, that's crazy.
You are
Wait.
wrong.
waste of time. It's okay. So it might be a generational thing. I'm 15 years older than my partner, so I think it's paper, scissors, rock.
Wrong.
And she's like,
Paper.
foreign, just like
Right.
English.
No, but he's obviously
So
right.
it's like when Chris said 18 out of 20. That's what that is.
Right.
It's too
Yeah.
many times.
Agree. Yeah.
Because
Right,
you can get.
right.
Yeah, what am I? It's like, when do we go?
I'm right.
Well
So
done.
can
Well
we?
put.
Let us know what you think.
Yeah, can we have your advices?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a
Also-
great submission.
We're seeing you in Perth this week. Thanks for coming
Oh,
out,
awesome.
Chris,
I
'cause
was
everyone
just-
forgets
oh.
about Perth, so we love you. Bye.
Dude, that show was rocking. I loved that show. So thanks for being
It
there.
was lit.
Yeah,
it was
it was.
all lit up.
It was litty.
It was litty.
Dude, it was awesome. I that was such a. I was the first one I did, and I was like, "Well, that's gonna be the one to beat."
That
They were
was
so good.
That shit was G. Gordon Liddy.
Perth
was
is
it the
so
best
weird
one?
because I don't
was
know
it
if
the
it was
best
the
one?
best one. It might have been that or Sydney or Melbourne.
So many options. That could have been the best
Well,
one.
there was also Adelaide and Brisbane.
Then how
two
come when I
Brisbanes,
said how
and-
was it, you said it was not? You didn't say that at all. You didn't say any of those things.
Because you asked me how Australia was, not the shows. Yes, got out of that
Obviously, that's
one.
what I meant, though, dude. I don't give a fuck what you thought of the seaside part of fucking
making places up. Well, dude, I mean, you might be referring to, hey, how is the country Australia? In which case, I could also give you info on that. You want to know how the shows are? Ask me how the shows are specifically.
The country was just kind of okay.
The country's okay, but I will tell you this.
The shows were G. Gordon Liddy.
I don't know, man. What is that?
Were they good?
Dude, yes. The shows were mostly good.
G. Gordon Liddy, okay.
The Adelaide show was not that great.
Adelaide, what's wrong with you guys?
Other than that, all of the other shows were great.
Hell yeah.
Adelaide show was not that great. Kind of, it was my fault though.
Oh.
I was so jet lagged or tired from traveling.
Right.
But let me tell you something about the about Australia before we even, and we could talk about this more maybe on Lifeline Luxury, which you should sign up for. Lifeline Luxury.
We also can't forget to talk about the answer to the question.
Yes, we won't. But I don't think I've talked about this yet, but I went to
absolutely forgot what he was
a
going to
place.
say. A place. Forgot what he was going to say. Buying time.
No, I'm not. Buying time. I walked by
Buying time.
a place.
Buying time.
Shut up, dude. I was in Melbourne. I walked by a place that had a huge line coming out of it. Okay. Now, I wondered if it was a coffee place, but I didn't wonder that much because every third place in Australia is a coffee place. So I assumed it was a coffee place. And then I go like this, I'm probably right. But I didn't check. So I kind of just used my deductive reasoning and made it a coffee shop. All right? Now, I go, that line in that coffee shop is coming out of the coffee shop all the way on the street. Okay?
Yeah.
I go like this. Crazy.
Yeah,
when you see that, what do you think ever? What do you think?
It's coming out of a coffee shop?
Anything. A food place.
Oh, I think that place is really popular.
Right. But then what? Do you think maybe I should wait in line?
No.
No way.
way.
Okay, right. So same. Okay.
I think the opposite. I think what I think is who the fuck would wait in that line for anything?
There we go, 100%.
Is food.
Same.
Or drink.
I walked by the place a few times, okay? Because I'm in the area, it's in the poppin' area. There's always a line outside. And now I'm like,
and you still aren't sure if it's a coffee shop?
No. Now I'm. Well, actually, I'm not. I know it has coffee. I don't know if it would technically be a coffee shop.
It's an establishment that serves things like coffee.
Right. But the line's too long for just coffee, honestly.
Okay.
Right. So it's called Lune, Lune. And I'm like, now I'm pissed off because I've been in this area for like 3-4 hours and there's always a line outside of it. How good could it be? And at all times you can go? Right? Like a breakfast place from fucking 9 to 11.
It would make more sense for coffee shop, right?
But so I'm like, all right, I walk by one time and it's there's like one person outside of the door. There is a line and then
the shortest possible line.
So I go like this. Okay, I'm gonna wait in line because it's the shortest one. And I can't wait till it's not good enough and I get to be like, fuck that place.
Okay.
That's how my mind works.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's terrible.
That's a really weird thing to not be able to wait for.
I couldn't wait to be pissed off.
I can't wait for this thing that I'm waiting for to suck is the weirdest way to think.
So yeah, that's literally like, I'm like, okay, good. I'm standing in line. I'm like, oh, good, dude. Oh, can't wait, dude.
Yeah.
I can't fucking wait.
Yeah.
Two women in front of me. I'm like, these women, they probably don't know shit about what tastes good, but they had it before. They think it's great. I can't wait to be mad at this establishment and mad at these women. Okay.
So, needs more therapy. Okay, keep
So
going.
it's my turn. I get there and I notice the place has crazy good looking pastries. So I go, makes more sense.
Yeah, that makes way more sense.
Still, 5 hours of a line.
But I've seen
outta
long
here.
waits for bakeries and pastries that I have not seen for coffee.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So I say, can I get a cold coffee? I go, oh, it's filtered. Is that what you want? Yeah, whatever we call it. I don't know. Fucking, give me the thing. And then let me get that almond croissant. She go, all right. Give it to me. No place to sit. You only stand in the place. So now I'm like,
Meaning there are no seats or they're so crowded, there are no seats
there
available?
are no seats because the chairs are not there.
Right. Okay.
You only stand in this place. So now I'm like, I can't wait to hate this place.
Yeah.
Chris.
Yeah.
Coffee, pretty good. I'm going to give it that, okay?
Okay.
Almond croissant.
You still crying?
Gong 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 gong. Gong 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 gong. Da-da!
Jesus. Yeah.
Da 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 da.
What if you did this inside the place? Please, sir, get out of here.
Dude, this place was beyond.
Just G. Gordon Liddy up in here, huh?
It was so... I'll never have another almond croissant like it.
It was the best one you ever had.
Dude. Yes.
Okay. Great.
Not
Well,
sad.
so
I'll never
now-
have a better one.
Nah, it's nice. It's like you had the best one you ever had at this one place. It's
Bro.
a good story, actually.
Okay.
Sometimes the line really is worth the wait. Is the line worth the wait is the question.
Can you tell me something though? Is it a good story or am I a good storyteller?
Well, both.
Thanks.
I mean, it can be both. and
I just
it
wonder
is.
if a boring guy told that, it would probably be the worst story of
Well,
all
it'd be
time.
a lot shorter. So that would be the good part.
Let's do
But the boring part, like if a boring guy made it really long, then that would suck.
All right, let's do another one.
But wait, no, we got to answer the guy's question.
Well, what was it?
First of all, paper, rock, scissor, or whatever it is crazy.
Maybe that's Australian.
Obviously
Yeah, okay,
it
it has
is.
to be.
Obviously it
Because
is. But
rock, paper,
because it's
scissor.
called rock, paper, scissors. But the answer, I guess the order in which you say it doesn't really matter. Obviously, it's a cultural thing.
Yeah.
It's clearly rock, paper, scissor, or paper, scissor, rock, or whatever the fuck. The
You go
wrong order.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3. Nobody does something on 4.
But no, that's not the point. The point is, do you do it?
Oh, because they
in
go
a
1, 2, 3, bam. It's not 4 though.
Yeah. Or rock, paper, scissors, and then you just do it.
Yeah.
But the
Oh,
point
okay,
isn't
yes.
that. The point is, she was making it like too many things. It's like whatever it was, like on each syllable or something.
Rock,
Exactly.
paper, scissors, boom. Oh, you did it too early.
That's what she was doing, and we don't want that. So
Yeah.
he's right in this
Yeah,
instance.
yeah.
Hate to break it to you.
Yeah, each word is a thing.
Yeah.
Each word is a boom.
One. Rock, paper, scissors. And that's
Dude,
it.
what if I did do that thing inside that coffee
Well, you
place?
did it for so long, you might have actually had time to get kicked out. Like you might have not been able to finish before you got kicked out.
What?
It would have been fine if you weren't being so unbelievably loud.
Dude, you'd be so pissed off if someone did that.
They're ruining your experience too. You know? You're just like trying to enjoy your almond croissant, and some
Yeah.
assholes just singing,
Oh shit.
making their own scene of 2001: A Space Odyssey. 2001: A Croissant Odyssey. It was an almond croissant. It was just a regular almond croissant, huh? That's pretty sick. I love those.
Almond
a good
croissant?
almond croissant is like crazy.
Dude,
Yeah.
they're so good.
Yeah.
They're hard to fuck up, actually. 2001 Croissant Odyssey.
Yep. That's
All
what's
right.
up. So yeah,
2001 Space Croissant.
everything's done. We did it. Great one.
My question is,
Great sweatshirt.
when somebody asks you a hypothetical question, how many follow-up questions do you get to ask them back
Oh.
before you just have to give an answer? So let's say you're hanging out with your friends, someone
Good
goes,
question.
you know, if you could uninvent anything in the world, what thing would you uninvent? My knee-jerk reaction is always to ask a bunch of follow-up questions
Right.
because I want to understand
Yeah.
the limitations, the boundaries,
Yes.
the consequences of the universe in which I hypothetically exist
Yes.
before I give you my answer.
Yes.
Because I think it's more fun.
Yes.
But also, I don't like to be misunderstood. So if you ask me a
Yes.
question, I'm going to ask you some questions so we don't misunderstand each other.
Yes.
I like that.
But I also acknowledge that that can be kind of annoying.
Well, you can't do it 20 questions,
So
right?
can.
what are the rules here? At what point am I being
can.
annoying and exhausting and I just need to give an answer versus at what point are they being small-minded and not really understanding the
Their own
gravity of the situation in which they have hypothetically placed me?
Wow. I hope she...
Dig in. Let us know what you think.
I hope she... Hey, congratulations for definitely being the sister of that guy from Saltburn, because that's what she looks like. So that's cool.
Oh my God, she does look like Jacob Elordi.
Isn't that crazy?
Whoa.
Congratulations for definitely being his sister.
It's interesting. You're never right about stuff.
Well, no, that's
like that.
not true.
And you are 100% correct in this instance.
What's the guy's name?
Jacob Elordi.
Jacob.
Oh, Lordy.
That's what I was going to do. Jacob Lordy.
Yeah.
Like a black lady said it. Jacob Lordy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks like him, and that's her sister. That's his sister. So
great. Well, congratulations on your brother's success. He's doing really well.
Yeah, I could too.
But
I could be in that movie. If I was in that movie, it'd be fucking
here's
over.
the thing, and
What?
people need to know this. I'm so glad this submission came in.
Okay.
Because the answer is you have an unlimited amount of follow-up questions. I hate it when somebody wants to play the fun game of saying, whatever it is.
Yeah, so do I.
Whatever.
I know somebody that
right?
would do that, and it's annoying.
like, and then you ask 2 or 3 questions, and they're like, I don't know. Just like answer the question, or whatever you want the answer to be. No, it's not up to me. You ask the question.
100%. This is the game that you started.
Exactly. So if I have follow-up questions, you need to be prepared, even if you haven't thought of them yet, to think of the whatever permutations, ramifications.
Anything with Asians, really.
Asians,
Masturbations.
all Asians.
Salutations.
But yeah, so obviously what you do to the woman submitting the question, you're doing it right. And the people who are like, oh, I don't know, they throw in the towel on their own hypothetical.
Yeah, then it's, you know what? You don't even respect yourself.
Yeah, you have no self-respect.
I agree.
And you have no respect for the other person's time or energy that they're expending in their brain. It's like you're asking somebody to think about something. Yeah. And then they do think about it, and then you're like, nah, you're doing too much. And it's like, no, fuck you.
Yeah.
It's all happening because of you.
Yeah. You know who does that?
No. I mean, I know some people who do that. Me? What's happening? I don't do that, so it better not be coming. No, I don't, dude.
Well, you do, because, and I will tell you this much. How many times in our lives do you go, hey, ask a question, and then I go say something, and then I ask a question about that, and then you go, I don't want to talk about that anymore. You know that's your thing.
Well, that's different, though.
It's a little different. It's a little different. You don't like to have
Give me an example. Be
conversations.
more specific about it. Like, I'll ask you what?
I mean, it could be as simple as this. Are you hungry? And then I go, yeah. Are you? And you go, yeah. I say, what kind of food do you want? You're like, I don't know. I don't want to talk about it.
God, when is the last time we did it, though?
A long time ago.
Yeah, okay, yeah. But even at that, it's hypothetical is what we're talking about. That's not hypothetical.
I know.
But also, that's different because I'm losing interest in my own inquiry.
Yeah,
it's
but
not
it's
the
kind
same
of like
thing.
that, though.
It's similar, but it's not the same thing.
All right, okay.
This happens to me a lot.
I agree.
This thing where people are like coming up with an interesting hypothetical, then you engage in the game, and they're like, I don't know, like
because there has to be some sort of, what do you call it, disclaimers and stuff in the thing. It's like, if you could have one wish, what would you wish for? You know, maybe you'd say, okay, well, is it a wish for myself, or is it a wish for the world, or what do you?
Is the world elastic, or is it like the real concrete world? Like, can I just like say my wish is nobody ever goes hungry ever again,
or unlimited wishes? Can I do that?
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
I wish for unlimited wishes.
You get the guy go, just make the wish. You know, you're like, all right, unlimited wishes, and they go, nah, that's not fun. That was your rule.
Yeah. If you're going to open the hypothetical floodgates, you got to be ready to answer all questions about your inquiry.
If you're going to open the hypothetical floodgates, you must be willing to open the hypothetical questioning.
Wow. Okay.
Well,
so
for
we
me,
got that one. We got that one in the bag.
So
baby.
jolly how you laughed.
So what?
Jolly how you laughed.
What did I do?
All right, next one.
Hello, Chris and Matt.
Hello.
Sorry for my sunburn. I'm a redhead. We burn really easy.
Okay.
Anyways, I am a bartender in
I
Vegas,
forgive you.
and my name is Destiny. So,
Destiny.
that being said, when I introduce myself, guys always feel the need to say, like, oh, are you my Destiny?
Oh,
or
God.
occasionally I'll get is that your real name or your stage name? Both are
that
equally
one's
annoying.
not so bad.
Both
That's
are
annoying.
equally
It is
just,
annoying.
like,
It is
do
annoying.
better. So I need
The
something
first
clever
one's
to say.
the worst.
And Chris, I saw you when you came to Vegas. Awesome show. Matt, I love you. Thank you guys.
Awesome.
Love you too.
So so Kristen does this thing where she sometimes so in Australia, she was in Australia some of the time, right? And Denzel Love, the guy who opens for me. Oh, the air went on for some reason.
Is his name Denzel?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And he often wears a shirt with Denzel Washington, which is hilarious. But anyway, Denny Love, who's hilarious, killed it all week.
Yeah, he is.
He jokes about how he's a short king. I don't know how tall he is, 5 something, right? And so Kristen latched onto that and would make short jokes, which was funny. But every one she made, I'm like, babe, come on. That's so, think beyond just that,
Okay.
She'd be like, look, then this is just an example. And she did not do this, but if there were a bunch of things the same size and one was short, she'd be like, look, this one's for Denny. I'm like, babe,
I like that joke. But
it's not worth it though.
Yeah.
Sure. And so that's that. It's like, you got to understand. But it's not as bad what Kristen was doing, because what Kristen was doing, I was like, she was like, well, I'm not a professional comedian. I'm like, yeah, but everything you say, I think about it and think, oh, I'm not going to say that, But that is just like frat guy language. That's just like, that's so I don't know why. Look, no, you don't have to come up with the best thing ever saying always in every situation, but that's crazy to be like, are you my destiny?
That's crazy. You suck. Dude, here's what everyone needs to think when this thought enters their mind, right? Like, it's the joke in Swingers. It's like when Heather Graham, John Favreau meets Heather Graham, and her name's Lorraine, and he says, oh, like the quiche, and she's like, oh, like I've not heard that one before. Yeah. It struck me then, and I saw that movie when I was like 13 or something.
Yeah.
It's just like, dude, when you meet a woman and you're interested in her, you want to leave an impression on her for whatever reason, and you hear her name, and your instinct is to make a clever or funny comment about that name.
Yeah.
Do yourself an immense favor and put it in your pocket, and don't say it, because here's the thing.
Yeah.
You're not. I guarantee you are not the first person to do it.
Yeah.
In fact, I guarantee you're not even the 10th person to do it. They've been named that their entire life. So if you meet a woman and she's 27 and she has a name, just sticking with this, Lorraine or Destiny.
Is Lorraine a quiche thing?
Yeah. And so, no, Swingers made it up.
No, I know, but I never knew that. Yeah, that's one of my favorite movies of all time, and I never knew Lorraine quiche. Is it called Lorraine quiche? Quiche
You didn't
Lorraine?
know
what is that?
That in the movie when that line happens, you didn't know.
I know what
it
it means, and I know. I was always like, "Oh, Lorraine is a quiche thing."
Right.
But what does it mean? It's a style of quiche.
It's quiche Lorraine, isn't it?
Quiche
Chris?
Lorraine. Okay, whatever. Anyway,
Yeah. And so Destiny's obviously there's a lot of names like this. Don't make the joke. Don't do it.
Yeah.
They're not going to like it because they've heard it 1,000 times. What is the one most annoying thing someone can do? Make a joke you've heard thousands
in
of
your
times.
face, okay? Or that
Make
is also
a joke.
It's
you've
less
heard
disgusting than one.
1,000 times before.
What do you
separate yourself and don't make that joke? What?
What do you think about if you said, they say a thing and a joke pops in your head, right? And then you say, instead of saying the joke, you say, how many times do people say this?
That's good. That works because that at least that's fine.
It's a little better. It's just as annoying.
No, it's not, because you can be like, oh no, like that you must get this all the time. I'm sorry. You don't need to. You're not inviting a response.
Yeah.
You don't have to say how many times. You can say, oh, you can just sympathize and leave it at that. You don't need to make it a thing. You could sympathize and then be like, oh, I like that name. It must be da da da, and then move on. That's fine. That's not the same thing. It's totally different when someone thinks they're being funny and they fail.
Okay.
Than it is to just make an observation.
Yeah. Okay. I've come around.
Thank you. But what do you do in that situation? I mean, I don't know. It's so annoying. Just because you don't want to be a dick.
Just go, whoops, you dried the pussy up and spin around.
Oh, wow. I mean, That would be
Well, was it your intent to drive the pussy up? Because that's what you did, and then spin around.
God, I don't know. What should you say? Just honestly, save everybody time and awkwardness and discomfort. Say nothing. Say nothing. Say
No.
absolutely zero sounds.
No, you should have cards that say the joke on it, and then when somebody does it, just hand it to them. That
Sure,
feels
that
so
works
stupid.
too. We like that one, but if
We've
that
done that before with
requires
these kinds of
work,
things.
sure, that
Go
actually
to
is
Kinko's,
interesting.
get them laminated.
And just hand it to them when they say it, and then, but still say nothing.
Yeah, is Kinko still a thing?
Kinko's, it's FedEx Kinko's.
Oh, right.
FedEx office.
Right.
You know?
Right? Or the FedEx store now? I think it's just the FedEx store.
Did they buy them out or?
Yeah.
FedEx bought
Well, they
Kinko's like
merged.
fucking 20 years ago.
Yeah, forever ago. But it used to be called FedEx Kinko's, and then they just dropped the Kinko's.
Yeah, I
'cause
remember
they're
that.
racist against Japanese people. What?
It is?
It is what?
Kinko's is racist?
No, I said they dropped the Kinko's because FedEx is racist against Japanese people. I'm kidding.
Because Kinko's.
You know?
Kinko.
Anyway. Yeah, either say nothing or make the cards, hand it to them, and then also say nothing. Thank you. Next.
Hi, Matt and Chris. Long-time listener from Bulgaria.
What's
Love
up?
the podcast, guys. Keep it up.
Oh, yeah.
Love Bulgarians.
So this has been happening lately, and I want to know how you feel about this.
Okay.
So whenever I go off the metro, I try to take the escalator and just stand on the step like a normal person.
Okay.
But every time someone shows up and tries to walk up the escalator, now keep in mind the escalator is not that wide, so I have to kind of squeeze into the right
already know
so
where
the
you're going with
person
this.
can just walk up.
Right.
I don't mind this if it happens once or twice, but keep in mind there's also stairs right next to the escalator.
They want to go extra fast.
Now, it would be reasonable if you're in a rush to just take the stairs, right? I'm not going insane here. Anyway, let me know what you think about this. What should I tell these people whenever this happens? Because it's a bit unreasonable, in my opinion.
No, I don't agree with him because I think you go extra fast if you have the stairs and you or have the escalator and walk up it.
Better than him, succinctly say what he's getting at, what he's saying.
What?
For me.
Better than him?
Rephrase what he said better and clearer than he did.
Okay. He's saying...
I think I get it, but I'm not sure.
He's saying that when he's on an escalator, he stands still and people are always trying to walk by him. Why don't they just take the stairs? Because it's always making me have to move and stuff.
Here's the truth, and I'm sorry. I want to be nice to Bulgarians because I was raised
I
to
love
be a
Bulgarians.
nice boy to Bulgarians. But move your fucking lazy ass. They're just stairs that move. They're not stairs to be lazy on. Now, if you have like a disability, obviously there's no pressure on you to move. Everybody understands this person needs the escalator for a fucking health reason.
Right.
But dude, if you're young and able-bodied, as you obviously are, move your fucking lazy ass.
Well, no, I don't think you have to move your ass, but
then move your ass over.
yes.
One
but
or the
definitely,
other. Yeah.
definitely, if I want to go faster on the escalator, then that's definitely an option that I can choose.
Yeah.
And move it.
Move it.
Tourette's.
Move it. What if I broke like that and never stopped ever until I died?
Honestly,
I would never have sex again.
that's what you think of.
Well, yeah, dude. Like you think about like the really basic things: being at a restaurant, having sex, having a serious conversation would be all over for me. Move it until, dearly beloved,
You know,
people crying at my funeral. He was such a nice man, but for the last 40 years of his life, he would not stop saying,
so you think
move
he'd be
it.
80? Fuck, man.
I'm not 40. I'm 20.
So, okay. So, well, it's, you know, what's really hard is in Australia, they drive on the other side of the road and then they also walk on the other side too. Because it goes hand in hand.
I mean, wow.
It goes hand in hand. Like the escalators, like, you know how like...
Oh, yeah. The
be on the
default
left. Yeah.
position
Yeah,
is
it's
the,
the left.
other side. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy how much of the world that is true.
Well, it's only America and I think like very rare places in Europe that do it.
Europe and anywhere they have that? I thought it was all the other way around in Europe.
I think for some reason, I think when we were in London, it wasn't like that.
No, wrong.
Wrong? Okay.
Dick.
Well, then it
The
was
dickest
somewhere.
way to
Yeah.
do it.
Then, by the way, it's the second time this episode that he did that. The first time he said, "So you're wrong."
Right. Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Go back.
What a dick you are.
He says, "So you're wrong."
What's it like being such a dick?
Yeah, that's a good interview.
What is it like?
I have something else that I want to.
I have something else. You're a piece of shit.
I went to the bath. Just back to the first caller.
Okay.
okay.
Oh wow.
Taking
That
it
was
back.
when you were addicted to me, by the way. But go ahead.
That's where I thought of it.
During this last call, I went to the bathroom. Not only was the lid was down.
Yeah. There was shit.
There was piss in there.
Oh.
Who did that?
was it?
Who did that?
In there? Not me.
Yeah. Someone took a piss and didn't flush the
was
studio
Anthony.
toilet.
Yeah, it was Anthony. Well, it wasn't
Shaggy,
me. You know,
Shaggy.
I know it wasn't me because I took a shit when I went in there and then I flushed it.
Oh, man, you know.
So it definitely
you
wasn't
know
me.
who it definitely was? I know who it was. I 100% know who it was. I 100% know who it was. It was Anthony. Because he always goes to the bathroom right after we start recording.
He does.
Oh, it could have been. We had a guest in here earlier.
He just said, I always flush, but I did not today. He admitted it. I always flush, but I didn't flush today. You admitted it. Yes, we got it.
No, we know what you meant.
But that's how you said it. And
Technically, the way you said it was admitting it, so we're...
yes, we got it on that one.
We got
okay,
you.
so
it might have been me, but it was you.
yeah, you peed. So
Yeah, it might have been me.
you. It was not me. One thing is for sure.
I'm just trying to remember if I even peed when I was in there, though. Because I went in there
What, you go in there, fucking hang out, go on a Zoom?
no,
Dude,
to make sure I didn't look like a fuck before we started recording.
because
I never look at myself. and
Jeez, I never look at myself before I record. Wow. Ever.
I always do because I don't look at myself before I leave the house, and I realize, like, I'll catch myself in the reflection of something, and I'll be like, "Wow, I look like such a fuck." Isn't that something? Isn't that
You
something?
mean bad?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Like looking like a fuck would be a good thing,
I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know.
and it's just like, you know.
No.
All right. I don't remember the last submission, but I think we're done with it. Oh, it was Destiny. Okay, let's do another one.
Hi, Chris and Matt. My name is Tatum. I am calling to get some
What's up, Tatum?
career advice from you guys.
Cool.
So I'm currently a case manager at a day treatment program. We treat people with really severe OCD and anxiety.
Oh.
I absolutely love my job. I've been working in behavioral health and for this company for over 3 years now. They hired me originally in a very different role. And then a little over a year ago, they offered me the case management position,
Nice.
which was very exciting for me because you typically have to have like a specific kind of degree. Oh my God. And credentials and experience to have that kind of opportunity. And I don't even have a degree. I dropped out of college almost 10 years ago, and I am thinking about going back, but that would look like me starting from scratch, racking up a bunch of debt and doing like fucking algebra homework again. And who wants to do that?
Yeah.
The reason I'm thinking about it is because, like, what if I want to move again or something happens to this company? I'm not going to be able to get hired at the same rate or position that I'm in now. And so, yeah, I'm just trying to feel more prepared, I guess. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I love you so much. I listened to the Patreon, and congratulations.
Heck yeah.
I've been here since the beginning. You're my favorite humans.
Oh, thank you.
Let me know what you think. Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks,
you know,
Tatum.
I think that's really sweet. I think that it depends on how long you have to go back to school for. And usually it's probably pretty long, so I would say fuck it. Just live your life. It's a great
I've never
question.
even really heard that.
Yeah, no, neither have I. Why didn't? Are they allowed to do that? That's the thing. I
Allowed
didn't
to
know.
do what specifically?
I thought if you have to have credentials, you have to have credentials. Period. Like I don't. How is there skirting the system?
Is it skirting the system though? Wouldn't that be making you go through exactly the requirements of the system? Unless I misunderstood.
No. She did not get credentials. She doesn't have credentials.
Yes.
And she has the job. They
But what
gave
is-
her the job.
So what would be going back to school for?
In case that something happens to that company and she needs to get a job at another company, they're going to be like, well, you don't have the credentials. Yeah.
I misunderstood.
Oh, okay.
Or I missed a detail in there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I had all the details. Yeah. So,
Damn.
I mean, I say it depends on how long school is. If it's a year, okay, tough it out. But it's usually longer than that. And in which case, deal with that if it happens. I think.
But here's the thing: if you've leapfrogged and you've been at a company and you've successfully filled the role, who cares if you have the necessary credentials to have filled that role? You filled the role.
brass.
It's like saying you need to go to the minor leagues
The brass.
to become a professional
But
baseball
it's not,
player,
though.
and then you go to the professional baseball leagues and you start hitting.
It's not.
Homer, hello,
It's
Homer.
not.
And then another team is going to sign you, and they're like, "Ooh, we love
It's
your
not.
work, but you were never in AAA."
It's not like that because it's a legal issue, I would think.
If it's a legal issue, then obviously you don't have a choice. You got to go to school.
Right, but she doesn't have to go now.
No, she doesn't.
So that's what I'm saying. Just if something happens to the company, go then.
Then go back to school. Yeah, totally.
Which is what I'm saying. And you're making it, the way you're talking about the cadence is making it seem like we're arguing, and we're not. We're agreeing on it. And that's the craziest thing.
We're not arguing at all.
No, I know. But I want you to change your cadence and like your
I
tone
don't give a
bit.
fuck what you want.
Well,
how's that?
Well, now you're acting like Chris Marco.
Now we're arguing.
Now you're acting like Chris Marco.
Now we're arguing. Go to school only if you absolutely have to. Don't be like, oh, well, what if this goes away? Deal with the shit when the shit comes. Don't deal with the shit before the shit comes, because, hey, the shit might never come.
I agree with that. And more importantly, I agree with myself because I said it first. So I agree with me, and then you agree with me, and then so I agree with me and you, which solidifies how right I am.
You didn't say the thing about the shit coming.
Well,
I did, and I really crystallized it when I did that. Okay? And I really drove it home when I did that.
Hey. Stop saying that.
I won't.
Oh, that's obvious, right? Because it's so multicolored and distracting. Okay.
I won't do it. Okay. Great.
Next one.
Lovely. And I'm just like,
Chris, thanks for the show. You guys have me in hysterics every week. It's much appreciated. Anyway, I'm traveling through Mani, Greece at the moment. Beautiful place.
So much
Loving
coke.
it. Hikes in the morning, then down to a little picturesque, idyllic village, or a swim in the afternoon to cool off. I was in one of these villages just the other day, and it also had a really well-reviewed ice cream store. Third, you can imagine, being for a hike, wedding, just had a date.
I get it.
Yeah, an ice cream sounds good. Buy myself an ice cream, sit down, go for a lick, and then I'm just immediately overwhelmed with an intensity of bitch, that I'd never quite experienced before.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm a 40-year-old dude traveling alone as well, though there was a bit of a whiff of dodge mixed in with the feeling of being a bitch. To summarize, it was a net negative experience. Any pleasure I could have derived from the ice cream was just obliterated by the totality of how much of a bitch I felt. Okay. Which brings me to my question. As we're growing older and as we're maturing, should we be trying to fight these feelings of bitch? Going, no, you can't dictate what I want to do. If I want to enjoy an ice cream, I'll enjoy an ice cream. Or should we be listening to these feelings? Are they trying to teach us something or tell us something or warn us against something? Okay, thanks again for the show. Take care.
All right, so look, nobody understood what he said. I did.
I didn't understand anything.
I did.
How?
Because I was just in Australia for 2 weeks.
Okay, so break it down.
And I would not have if I wasn't.
Okay, because I did.
But
I understood like 30 to 40%.
I know nobody at home understood this.
Yeah, so great. Go ahead.
He's saying that he went to go get ice cream because he felt like, he deserved it. He was on a hike or whatever that.
Okay.
And so he went to get ice cream, and then immediately when he had a lick, he felt a bitch about it.
Okay.
Right? Okay. And then he said he started feeling dodge about it, which usually means to a foreign person that their stomach is fucked up, but I don't think that that's what he means. So he just said the whole experience was a negative experience, even though it was getting ice cream and the ice cream was good. So he was like, is it something that I should be like, fuck that. I want ice cream. I need to figure out how to not feel those things or second guess myself. Or are those feelings important because they're telling him something that maybe he needs to address? And as he's getting old, and then in context of that, he's maturing and becoming an older. He's becoming older now. He's not just like an 11-year-old. What?
Dodge is gay, by the way.
Was he
is it?
saying something about
dodgy?
Bitch?
Okay.
He was saying bitchness, right?
He's bitchness and gayness.
But he was saying the word bitch.
He was saying it's a bitch, yeah, but he's saying it very fast.
Right, okay, yeah. Because he was on so much coke.
Yeah, he did tremendous amounts of coke before that, yeah.
Okay, so
yeah.
The thing that I was interested in was the thing he said at the very end, which is this something we should ignore, this feeling of I feel like I'm being a bitch or whatever, however he said it? Or is it something that we're trying to tell ourselves and we should not ignore it? We should, in fact, listen to it and follow that voice's lead.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I said.
I mean, I'm not correcting you.
Oh, I thought you were.
No.
Okay.
I'm saying that was the part that I latched onto the most.
Yes. That's the most important part, I think.
Yeah. I think I don't think that it's us trying to tell ourselves anything. I think that is us. What's weird is that when we are just going about our days in the world, it's like there is a cacophony of different voices happening in our own minds. We're talking with at least two different voices should I do this? I shouldn't do that. But what I really want to do it because it's this and this and that. Yeah, but you shouldn't do it because it's like, well, but we're one person. What the fuck is going on? If I'm one person, then why does it sound like there are two people arguing in my head? That is like
Satan is
crazy person, right? So what I think is happening in this instance, though, is that voice in this instance is like some perceived understanding of what we believe society dictates we should or shouldn't be doing. In this case, if you want a fucking ice cream, eat a fucking ice cream.
But also, here's the major thing, I think. It's a bitch. And own it. It's okay to be a bitch.
It's a bitch to have an ice cream? I don't agree with that.
No. He's not talking about it's a bitch to have an ice cream. He felt like he was like on the thing and like, sweaty, and then he's like, oh, what am I doing? So that's fine, but be that.
Yeah, who cares? Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I agree with that, yeah.
So yes, pay attention to that voice and also own that voice.
The other thing is, though, this is something that people misunderstand all the time. If I saw somebody doing something, let's say that specific thing, and I said, oh my God, it's a bitch. I understand the instinct to be defensive about it.
Yes.
But it is not an insult.
This is such a great point, man.
It is not me saying like you're a pussy
It's
or
such
something.
a great point.
In fact, that's not at all what it is.
Yeah.
It's not even the same ballpark.
No.
And it's hard to explain and make the distinction, but the difference is vast. It's not similar. It's not even in the same.
No, it's not. I know. And people, well, of course they think,
sense.
no, I'm not.
Because it sounds like you're calling them a bitch.
Right. And that is not it. That is not it.
Not what it is at all. Yeah. There's a certain way of doing things. It's like kind of awkward. It's kind of like silly almost, childlike. Oh, I don't know. How do you even describe it?
It's basically such.
Yeah,
but it's not. But it's not. It's not.
It's not an insult.
Put it this way. Everyone does such shit all the time.
I do
all
it
day long.
all the time. And when I get called, I'm just like, oh my God, that's true.
Sneezed.
You know? And I'm just like, wow, I really was. You know?
Okay, Japanese.
Yeah.
So jolly the way you laughed today.
That's the fun part about it, though. You can really say it in whatever way you want. It doesn't need to be sa bitch. In fact, I've left sa bitch way back behind me. And now I'm just, you know?
Yep.
Now I sound like an old Japanese man.
Sometimes you just go,
Yeah, and sometimes go,
Yep.
And that's it. Sometimes you go,
Okay.
And that's it.
Coming. Busting.
And
A boatload of jizz. A boatload of jizz.
I mean, that term, phrase.
Boatload?
Boatload of jizz, yes.
With jizz, too.
Great.
All right.
It's great.
All right, so there you have it. I'll be in Wichita.
Forgot how to speak.
Wichita,
Fully
Dallas,
forgot how to speak.
Memphis. Go to ChrisLea.com. And we got to have new Oxnard and Brea, or Oxnard and Brea Lifeline live show. So go get it out. And go get the Patreon, patreon.com/Lifeline Luxury.
Should we go for a couple more minutes?
You want to?
And go like this?
I don't think so. Why would we do that? No. No.
And we can make a song?
I wouldn't make you do that.
Okay.
Oh.
Wow. Dick, dude.
Dude, to play fucking Trick Daddy or whatever it was.
Playing me out while I'm trying to make a song, playing another song over me. Is it the Game of Thrones song?
No, but it sounded like it, but that's what that was. But that leads me to another thing. I don't like the Game of Thrones song. And
Why?
I don't like how they use it for House of Dragons as well.
They use it in that?
Yes.
The same song?
Yes.
How rich is that composer because of that?
Probably pretty rich.
So rich.
Is that a given that he's rich?
I would think so, yeah. Because they had to make a new deal with him for that.
Right.
Especially because it's on Amazon, right? It's not on HBO, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Wait.
It's on HBO. HBO Max.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, what? I thought it was on Amazon. What's the one on Amazon? Is there a different one?
None of them.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's none of them on Amazon.
This is a conspiracy.
Thank you very much.
Anthony, what am I thinking of?
Terrifier 3?
Isn't there another big ass fantasy show on Amazon?
Yeah, but it's not that. There's a ton of fantasy shows everywhere.
The Boys is on Amazon. That's the biggest show that
Which
I
one?
can think of. The Boys.
No,
that's not fantasy, bro.
I know, yeah.
It's superhero, dude.
Wow.
I understand, but the Terrifier 3
unfucking believable.
trailer
He
did
says
come
it's
out
fantasy.
Today.
Well, the Terrifier 3 trailer came out today?
It came out today, yeah.
What did?
We should watch it on Luxury.
All right, let's wrap this up then and definitely do that on Luxury right now.
What?
The Terrifier 3 trailer just came out.
Okay.
Perfect timing. Okay. Thanks, everybody.
See you guys.
Love you. Bye.